The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180. Round. 54. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Wentz will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bruce Irvin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Sanders. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Newton on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go again. Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Throwing on third down, Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Go, go. 40 seconds to Mike. 8. Come on, let's go. 20. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 24. Check 24. Check 15.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
20.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he connects with Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Wentz again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Wentz to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Elliott is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gun.
On first down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Nigel Bradham brings him down. From the 22, Newton.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
That's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are. Very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
47, Mike, 47. And we have you on the end.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Off play action, Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Eagles 12.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
20.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the 1st.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Newton on 1st down. Complete to right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Brought down by Nate Gehrig.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the Eagles' 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing here, Newton. Forced out to his left. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
20.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And the timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took a step.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mike. Go. 20. Let's go. Great.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Check 26. Greystone, travel.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, check, Mike.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Switch. 25, 10, 25, 10, 25.
On second down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Wentz on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 47 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Check four.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
47 Mike.
On second down, it's Henry. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. He's just moved.
Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is up to 8.
14, Eagles 6.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready? 50, plant. Check 55, Mike. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Haywood. Check right. Watching you grind. Let's go.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Wentz now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. From the red zone now, Wentz. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation, for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
I'm coming.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up second and 17 at the 6-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Shoot.
Hey.
Pick the edge. Come.
Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one good for 37 yards. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 17, Wentz.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Going for it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
he
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
there you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
yards on the pickup.
Gator.
It's 2nd and 2
Take 3.
at the
218
36-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
Buzz. Hey, rock it. 2.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it. Now. Let's go.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Down 6. At the 42-yard line.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, I-7.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Go.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Now watch one. 53.
Go.
53.
A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Check it back.
Second and
Check.
10 at the 50-yard line.
On second down, it's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10.
Titans, first down.
Go.
First and 10 at the 36.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Get in the weight room. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Look at me. Zip 5.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Check safety. Shit.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Kill. Hey, Charlie.
It's going to be a long day.
Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Comes to me, it's me.
Kill. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-5.
He'll look to throw. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Shorty.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
81.
Hey,
Foxtrot.
55.
They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He's back to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Jackson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Grade 15. 74. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On 1st down, Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Check 50.
Topper.
Crouch. 36.
Be driven.
Again, it's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. The haters trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 280!
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike 42.
We want this.
Sunday.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. It's caught by Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sunday. I got 5-2. I'm here.
From the gun on third down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1 yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Now Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
42's the mark. 42's the mark.
Wentz to throw again. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 1st down, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 14-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
It's caught here by Adams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. McCown being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
46 down, man, 5-4.
We got 3.
Hey, 2.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
We got it.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Sunday.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun. Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, 27 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number.